Tomatoes planted. We have some extras. We'll probably make another tomato trellis bed with the beds we just made. Fresh, warm sourdough bread. Heck yeah. Hey, it's another beautiful day here on the Backroads. Thanks for joining us. We're gonna go ahead and plant some of the tomatoes that were given to us from Tara and Jason at Backroads Homestead. We're gonna put them up. We have the trellis all set up, ready for tomato goodness. And so we're gonna plant it. I'm gonna put this on time-lapse because it's just planting tomatoes. I don't really have a lot of build projects going at the moment, but there's a lot of seeds that need to get planted. So we're gonna do that and then work on Link's room, probably try to get the ceiling up today. One of the things we are gonna do is I'm gonna take this little handy recorder, one of our other microphone sets, and while I'm doing that, I can actually clip this on and I can be recording a audio podcast while we are doing this. So if you go to backroadshomesteading.com and you go to the podcast section, we got a whole series of different podcasts that we do, and you can find it on all the major streaming services. And in the podcast section, you can download the MP3s as well as go to any of the major streaming services. All the links go to that specific series, and follow us along and join us, comment. Again, we're building this thing together. So that's a great audio podcast to listen to while you're going to work, while you're working in the garden. And together we share experiences and help each other out. All right, let's get planting. Doggies, it is a hot one out here. We are in the 80s now and the humidity is pretty high. So yeah, we got the tomatoes planted. We have some extras. We'll probably make another tomato trellis bed with the beds we just made. And I don't think we're gonna go, we're not gonna be short on tomatoes. I did go and put the beefsteaks a little further apart. You'll notice that most of these tomatoes are encroached. Because we will go more vertical, but you got to stay on top of it when you do that. So you got to pinch them, you know, pretty much every other day to get them up instead of out. If they start bushing out, you'll get fruit in the middle that will spoil. So, and you want that airflow. So we want to pinch them off up a few feet. So we got nice, good, healthy roots and good airflow between the plants. Just made sourdough. First quasi attempt from Tara's starter from White Rock, and it was a quick loaf, so had to bust out the Dutch oven and clean out all the supplies. It's been a while since bread's been made, but I'm gonna give it a try. Fresh, warm sourdough bread. Heck yeah. Oh, that is good. That is good. So now we know how to feed the starter and do the daily stuff. Got the gram scale out. Got the right containers. I screwed up and used the wrong containers, so it was hard to figure out the right ratios because I used too big of a bowl. But she's like, feed the starter. I'm like, I don't know what I'm doing. She talked me through it on text while she was working. So that went about as well as you could expect. I got about, 80% of the instructions right. Come here. Do you like Mom's bread? Sit. Have a piece. I wish I had the camera on the other direction.
Have a bite. Turn on the other direction.
Here, come on. Oh, no, not for you, Maddie. That's not for you. Take a piece. Take a bite.
Here, take
Careful.
that here.
Does it taste like bread? We're going to do things again. We're going to try putting up some board and get Link's ceiling done. So we burned one side, see how that looked, and then we left the other side so we can put a finish on that. We picked out some pretty dark floors, so I don't think we're going to burn it. I think we're just going to leave it natural and then just, you know, seal it when it's all together. Never done this before, so we'll see how good or bad we do. Uh-oh. We're gonna get some different braid nails. These are too small. 1 inch. These are 1 inch. These are not too small. Oh, we can use that. I mean, we gotta go to Home Depot anyway, so I guess we can pick up some more. Good morning. We're gonna have a little coffee here. Yep. So yeah, we got a little distracted yesterday finishing up the few rows we did here and doing the planting and the sealing. We kind of had to split our day. So today we're gonna do it in reverse. We're gonna do the sealing and then do planting. And if we don't make it to the planting, then I guess that'll be tomorrow's project. So the ceiling's going in fairly well. We had some gaps to fill. We found some salamanders in here. So where the old, kind of see it in the corner there, where the old building met the new concrete, there are still some gaps. So it was good that we saw the salamanders and we just observed them. We didn't freak out, didn't take them out. Just let them go and then watched where they went and filled in the holes after they left, and then cleaned up all the debris outside, filled in all the gaps, foamed it, caulked it, and we'll be good. So sometimes you just got to observe nature as it tries to fit into the cracks and crevices that we create and go that way. No salamanders were harmed during the filming of this video yet.
And the toad.
Yeah, we had a toad too. So we threw that in the backfield over by the wet area.
Placed it.
Well, yeah, I didn't throw it, obviously. I thought about putting it by the chickens, but then that'd just be a mess. So, yeah, no. So yeah, the toad's, I could have probably put him by the pond, but he'll find his way over there. Okay, let's keep going with the ceiling. Moving along on the ceiling, and I think I gotta figure these lights out before we move further, because we're gonna have to start putting these in sets of 2, so we can put the low profile can lights in, and let's show you what that looks like. So these guys here have a box you have to secure to the back side of something, and then it's pretty simple. You make a 6 1/3 hole. So we'll have to set them up, measure it out, and then take it down, jigsaw the hole out, and put it back up, because we don't want to cut into the radiant barrier. And this has a connection, so I can wire the boxes in for both lights. Shouldn't take too long. Okay, we got the outlets in, we got everything sorted together. Got a few options depending on what kind of fan Jess gets. Let's hook up the power and see if the can lights work. So these can lights are kind of cool in that you can change the warmness setting on them. You can make them really warm or really cool. Not sure which way he wants it. I'm going to guess it's going to be cooler. You can soften it up a little bit. A little bit more yellow light really does help with mood, I found. So, yeah. I'm going to put it somewhere in the middle and see what they say. So we need to get the fan and the two can lights measured up exactly. So the idea here, we got the templates marked out, and then we'll use the oscillating tool to make the first holes, the jigsaw to cut the rounds, and then disassemble it and see if we're close-ish on the ceiling. So let's see what happens. That one turned out a little better. That one looked like I was like a 2-year-old cutting it. I'm gonna have to hold it on this side because you're too close to the project there. Okay, disassemble.
Well, we have one right there.
Huh?
Number one is right there.
You labeled them all with numbers?
I did.
Okay, time to go to Ryan Cam. Now you can see what I see. Alright. Kind of looks in right there, right?
I have to move my ladder. Woo!
Okay, this one's all kinds of foobard here. Go in your hole. You marked them on the back.
I could.
They're on the back. That one was also, I put that one in backwards.
Oh, that was my kneecap. So then I gotta put this one in backwards.
Seems to work okay. Okay. There we are. Let's put it on the seam. Okay, GoPro overheated. So you didn't get to see this because GoPros freaking suck. They overheat. GoPro, you have the worst products. Okay, anyway. We got the lights in. Turn the lights on.
Oh, wow.
Bam. Beautiful.
Good job, honey.
Nice done, nicely done. Of course I had to say something. I had to zip it on the table saw. Otherwise we would have just broke the other tabs and made life miserable. A whole lot of nope.
I see your elbow. The last nail.
Huzzah!
That took way longer than you thought.
Everything takes longer when you do it yourself.
Let's go for a motorcycle ride.
Yeah, what is it, like 11 o'clock?
8:30.
Oh, I am so tired.
I am starting.
All right, well, then tomorrow I'm gonna put the ceiling fan in. And Tuesday, mini splits, Wednesday flooring, Thursday flooring. And maybe by Friday, we'll have something to show you. Yeah, so I forgot to video the ceiling fan being put in, but it's in now. So we got fan and lights and such. And then I did install the Hampton Bay remote control module. So you can do the remote for lights and fans. So install went pretty good. Yeah, so on to the next part of the adventure. We got to put the mini split in and then the floor, do some trim, and we can get them in here. If you like this content, please like, share, subscribe. We'll see you in the next video.